Hi, my name is Lauren, and this is my Java 1 Week 4 video. I think my app came out pretty well. It will notify the user of a connection error. It'll also notify the user if the field is empty. It doesn't really crash. There was a thing with my API that it wasn't very accurate, and it wouldn't return the specified number of results. So I did have to make a workaround to make it more accurate as far as the results go and make it actually return a certain number. It does work quite well. I was able to get my animation working right there. I used the black theme and I changed the font type up here, and I also added a gradient and a stroke, a few other little things on both the list view and the button to kind of make them pop. The code, I also changed the spinner. The spinner was not actually doing anything, it was just displaying data before. And this will actually do something. Let's see. If you search with it on 5 results, it will only display 5. If you come down here and do 10 results, it'll actually change the amount of returns. I made a new class for this over here because I decided to not X out on my stores, because I actually use the stores class to populate right here. But I think it came out really well. I tried adding a jar file right here, but I could not get it to function. I tried everything I could think of. I asked a bunch of people and I just couldn't get it working. But my custom gradients, I saved the colors in a colors XML, and then I access them through, one's the button and one's a list view, and set those things. See if I change anything else. I also tweaked the code a little bit to make it more responsive, because it was skipping a few frames. What would I have done differently? Would have preferred an API that worked correctly, but outside of that, I would have liked to found a lot of things that held me back because I set my minimum API at it's 4.0, and I wasn't able to do a lot with the text face or the typefaces and things like that. So I would have liked to bump up my minimum API a little bit so I could have used some of those extra features. Between Java and Objective-C, that's kind of a hard one to pick from. I think Objective-C was a little bit easier on the coding side of things to get working right, but I think well, actually, I think the images and all the extra stuff was a little bit easier in Objective-C. But I do like the fact that you can customize and set an XML file for each of your custom UI elements and access them in their individual files. I think that was pretty cool. A few things that could use more clarification. I tried setting up a styles XML, but I couldn't get the styles running through a selector and then running through the shapes. I couldn't get it to work properly without crashing, and I couldn't get the jar file to work. So more clarification on that would have been awesome. Thank you. This is my week 4